And complete. Oh, yay. Yeah, thank you so much for showing us. Dazzling from wall to wall. All right. So we'll see what time allows. And we'll see if we can check out Epiphania's project house later. We still got 2 more places to look at though. We ain't done, baby. We're going back to the US for more adventures. Yay! So how's everyone doing so far? Everyone good? Everyone good? I'm actually surprised that I'm holding up as well as I have been. Cool. It might be because, I mean, maybe it's because like the housing selections here have been, I mean, they've been great. They've always been great. I think it's whenever I encounter a house where it's like, whoa, wait. Whenever I can do that a bunch of times, it helps to kind of like keep me sharp, keep me from tiring myself out too much. That could be it. Maybe. How am I doing? I'm great. I'm good. I mean, when I'm done, I'm going to crash, but I'm otherwise quite good. All right, so let's go to Jessenby's place next. Is it Jessenby or Jessenby? I'm not sure. I mean, it's the phonetics say suggest Jessenby. All right, so going to Rainbow Brick Road. Jessenby, there you go. Thank you. I'm running back and forth between the basement cleanup and the stream low. Now keep in mind that while the individual VODs for all these visits, it's going to take a while before they come out. This place is, these streams are automatically archived on YouTube. So you can always come back here and view the entire view the stream in its entirety, uncut, complete with breaks and everything. And of course the in-between banter. And the in-between banter is when I usually cuss, you know. Shit, you know, that's sort of thing. All right. Enough of being a goofball. Time for serious vibes. Oh, I think there's the boss. Yep, there they are. Nice. Good item level, by the way. Excellent. Oh, and look at that, a local just happens to show up being all creepy vibe and all that. Yeesh. All right. Oh, ooh, wow. What is that? Are those feet? Okay. All right. All right, folks, this is Jessenby's place. Roaring Founders in one of the favoritist plots ever. This is plot 0, right next to the water. And we've got something else. Because back there, I swear I can see like chicken feet or feet of some sort. So we'll see what's there in just a bit. Let's start here though. We'll start here as we come inside. Paving stones take us across to the super expanded gazebo, as well as the house itself, and them suspicious feet that are right there. One of them happens to be caught in a trap, it looks like, but we'll see what's going on there in a bit. First off, little tent space to hide in from the giant chicken. I'm sorry. That's really distracting. But yeah, we'll have ourselves like a bit of a meal. We'll go across really quick into, okay, it's not a super gazebo. It's more like, okay, here at the bottom area, hot tub that's been set up. And then up here, we have another one. So this one actually looks like it's upside down. It looks like an upside down gazebo, almost. But then here we do this climb to an upper level where we can have some snackies and wine and what have you. And it looks like we need to go up here and across these wall shelves. No, multiple bookcases. Oh, yeah, across these multiple bookcases until we get to the actual house. But first, hold on, dude. What is this? So this is the Baba Yaga reference. Okay. You know, funny enough, I think Baba Yaga, I think John Wick. So, oh, that's a ball and chain. Ah, okay. So this house or whatnot is being imprisoned. That is creepy as heck. This house has literal legs. Yeah. Oh, that's wild. And these are like trees. These are palm trees being used. So palm tree down here, right? And then this is another tree. Oh yeah, it's another palm tree. All right. So the house is the Baba Yaga. And then it's a coven of witches, per the notes here. That's freaky. That's so freaky. Let's go up there. I want to see what's going on with the house. So the house itself, oh, that was a great transition, by the way. These are shelves, by the way. Shelves that we were just running across. So we can kind of see here, the house itself, a little unkept. We got some growth popping out the sides from like all over. Wild. Yeah, even from like the other ends too. So it definitely has personality, to say the least. Plus windmill up top. Well, all right. I'm very curious what we're gonna. Well, there's a void thing right here too. As if it wasn't freaky enough. Okay, it looks really weird when looking at it like straight ahead from this angle. Of course, we can see how it's an orb, but at least the way that the 3D effects land here makes it really mysterious. That's neat. That's neat. Now let's head inside. All right, try to explore every nook and okay. So here's the readout. This is my coven's Baba Yaga house, where 7 different witches make their home. This house is held together by sisterhood, diversity, and a lot of magic, with each witch conjuring their own room that represents them, and having it be linked to in the central tree that is the Baba Yaga's soul. Explore every nook and cranny to find each witch's unique home that is as unique as their own magic. And don't get lost. I will try. I will definitely try. All right. So as we go in, though, we are finally. This is the first time, I think, that I've been offered to put down my weapons. Boop. Yay! Apparently, it's kind of a hard achievement to get, but I hope to see more of that in the coming weeks and months and so on. All right, so let's go inside, explore what we've got, and I'm first noticing just how tight things sort of feel here. You know, we have it definitely has the vibes of a normal sized house that is to like our proportions. So notice how we're walking here. Notice my height. Notice how I'm looking relative to the rest of the furniture. Like I'm almost a little bit too tall, which is kind of much because I'm a blood elf and blood elves are already pretty short. So yeah, the proportions are great though. I usually tend to run into builds where it's like, hey, look, and I'm like trying to jump up to the top of the fridge and all that, which is all fine when it's just being presented, but it hits different and it feels really touching and it really shows not the quality of the build, but just kind of like how much thought they went to the proportions whenever things are actually sized to something that is, well, our size. So really neat setup that we have here. As for what's going on, What's funny is that this whole paladin altar is being used as the fridge. Nice. So we kind of open that up. Very cool. Very inventive. Otherwise, some nice, easy bits of decor to be used as like shelving, you know, and other work. Nice, simple stuff. High roof, by the way. You know, we have the normal roof, but then they went ahead and added a little bit more, not to close off the roof, but to just kind of like give it this added depth. Like here's the beams, and then here's like a light fixture that'll actually connect to it. Here is the fireplace, but then here's the reverse fireplace to give it that whole shaping like all the way up. So that's great. So there is a path there. We ain't going there yet. I want to go through here first. Easy full bathroom, even. So not only do we have our defecation station, you know, we can do our full bath here as well. No shower needed. Just dry off, clean yourself up, get dressed, you get to go. Right in the front door. So it's kind of like you know, from a long day of adventuring. You're covered in blood. You're like, yo, you couldn't have at least did a rinse or something like that. Like, we're at the 0 plot. You could have just dove into the pool or dove into the lake and like get yourself rinsed off, then come in, take your proper bath, and you get to go. Maybe that's a normal thing they do. Maybe that's the secret. Boom. Don't go behind the bookcase yet. Oh, good call, because that was definitely where I was going next. Okay, so thank you for the warning. All right, so in that case, let's go right through here. Right past the painting through door number 1 and into this artist nook, but also this mysterious climb. Very unique feeling room. Now, mind you, now keep in mind, we're also like transitioning. So it's like we come in and then we would like, if I was going somewhere else, I would just go right up and we would pass by the spot here. So whoever is here, they must be like super focused. You know, they must have the ability to just kind of tune everything out. The people like kind of coming and going from here, but they're really heavy with the work. So it shows that you have a very dedicated artist to their craft that's occupying this room. They don't sleep here. They just work here, but they're locked in as soon as they start their work. Now let's climb. Because like, what other ways can we bother the artist while we're here? So we climb up this one level. There's one Murgle to like hang out with us as we are writing stuff. Maybe, perhaps this is the room, actually. Yes. So what kind, so if this is a witch's house, you know, what sorts of cool things are they doing with paintings? You know, it could be that they are taking these paintings and they're more than just that. It's like windows to new realities, or they're just things that manifest themselves somewhere else. Or it's just, okay, someone just commissioned them to like draw something. Like, oh, okay. Could be all three. Oh my God, that's a big Murgle. So we got little baby Murgles. Plus Snuffles, and like here's one that's hiding. This one's like, I'm too scared of like the big one. He's so big. He's huge. So here's a big Mama Murgle right over here. Awesome. And then from here, the top of this area, it's using this this tent as the top here. Nice. So let's make our way down, back downstairs, back to the artist area. So yeah, so this whole area is in fact their room. Maybe the Murgles are like their assistants or something like that. All right, so I was told to go to that spot last. Okay. They said not yet, but I think I have no other choice. Now I'm going to venture into, now we venture into mysterious stuff. All right. Okay, I really like this shot here. This has this very... So this is... Wow, I didn't realize this. But is the Torghast thing, is it giving off white light? Because I'm not familiar with white light anywhere. Except here. Interesting. If so, that can have some certain applications. Not too many, but some. Because there aren't too many spots where you have natural white light. That's all I got, though. All right, so let's go through. So we've been teleported somewhere else. Somewhere mysterious. And somehow I'm being led to believe that these rocks are brown. Wait. How? Okay, so, yeah, that's cool. They're not brown. Oh, wait, shut up. Are they? These are paving stones, actually. No, they are. Yeah, no, okay, they are painted. Okay. Oh my god, I was losing my mind. Because at first I thought, oh, look at the boulders. Wait, these boulders are different colors. No, wait, they are not boulders. They are paving stones. And paving stones have a certain kind of art to it. They're much harder to place than just regular old boulders because you got to make them face the right way. Whereas boulders, you don't really have to do that. So it's a little bit harder to achieve, this shapes like these without lots and lots of effort. Because it's so easy to clip things and make things look funny, but this looks great. So it's kind of like a hollowed out tree of sorts. It's not trying to be rocks in this case. It's trying to, again, be in maybe like an old tree or just, the closest approximation to a hollowed out tree. And that looks great. That's really, really cool. And it goes up really high. Wow, okay. So if I turn around, so we transition from that whole cave area. There's like one giant statue. Oh boy. All right, buddies, we're in for a climb. This is a very cool tower we're about to climb here. Actually, wait. No, there's other stuff down here. Ooh, mysterious. So what do we have here? So before we even do the climb, okay, I'm not going to click on that. That feels like, okay, that's the void moth. Don't click that. That's going to cause trouble. Okay, so from here we have options. Oh boy, this is sprawling in like a really cool way. Usually we're seeing, okay, let's go through this wing. Let's go through that wing. No, let's go through this like weird cave of like green stuff. No, let's go through this cave of like rocky stuff. Yeah, this is neat. Very, very unique presentations with each of these paths we're going down. And as we go through here, boop, we enter freaking hell. We're in Molten Core. Yay! My favorite place. Welcome to hell, buddies. Oh, we're outside too. But yeah, welcome to hell. where the coffee. This is where we roast the coffee. So we got natural roasted coffee that comes from this spot, right? Here's our sauna. We can do our thing right over here. Very nice. I mean, this has a Block Rock Mountain sort of feel, right? Block Rock Mountain / Molten Core kind of spots. Great presentations, by the way. I love how, notice how these lava balls, it's taking that part of the lava ball and because of the clipping and everything, it has that feel of like the lava flow that's going down a certain direction. That's neat. Very, very neat. Very much not something I should be walking anywhere close to. But, oh, so cool. And now we're doing a climb. And this is a skybox room, so there's only so far we'll be able to get from here. At least maybe. So we make our way up this kind of like Black Rock mountain climb into the area above. And what we have here is this really nice nighttime vibe. So we've risen above all of that. Actually, I can't get a look from down here. Yeah, all that craziness down there into a place that's, much, much cooler feeling. Nice open air, water's flowing and everything. Very pretty. Do I sleep here at all? No, it just seems like I hang out. All right. So, oh no, there's a bed. Ah, ha, ha. Okay, so is a better. So what does the Witch of Hell do? Oh, you know what she does? Or they do? Because we'll just give me guys. So you know what they do? They run Molten Core. They're going for Thunder Fury. Duh. What witch or anyone wouldn't want that? Some witches, I think they have practical needs. Such as legendaries. I mean, who doesn't get excited over that, right? Yeah, really neat outdoors vibe. Right, so I'm gonna pan back around, back through here. All right, so let's go down the other path here that was supposed to look a bit more rocky. Yeah, here we go. Spiderwebs are giving me some vibes, as well as the Necrolord Stone. But let's do this climb. Oh, wow, very steep climb too. If it was wet at all, I would be slipping and falling here. Ooh. Okay, so troll vibes, perhaps. This climb is very neat. Very, very cool. But where is it taking me? I don't know. It winds around. Oh, wow. Okay. Didn't expect this. Okay, sort of, because I saw some troll stuff, but didn't expect this, actually. Oh, I love the temple vibe here. The whole triangular shape, it sets that certain mood. I'm in King's Rest. Trauma. You like that, huh? It's that one bridge. It's that one bridge where you typically, I'm thinking of like that one BFA season, where you get to the bridge and then around, like somewhere around that bridge is when you kill enough percentage to where all the mobs, they res, and then they start coming after you. And God, I hate that. And then this is the one where you have to like interrupt a certain mob or something like that because it's a long hallway. See how the trauma's coming back to me? That's how good housing gets, when it allows you to relive terrible moments. So yeah, check out as we're going through here. Yeah, really, really cool setup with these big structures. Big sarcophagus looking things. I mean, this is like, I think the bottom or the top of the giant thing's head. I'm talking about this guy. It's the top of the dude's head. That's excellent. Or it's here, but I think it's the top. So good. Oh, that's neat. It's neat when you use the top of a dude's head as a roof. So let's climb down this temple spot, and now we're surrounded by this. Oh yeah, great stuff. I say this a lot, but troll stuff just cheats. It's just so easy to like, if you make things in a pattern, you win automatically. It's so cheap. It's a cheat code. Like, what's this right here? The top of the forge. Awesome. So here's where we pray for good loot when we go to the next boss room. Yeah, oh, that's so great, dude. God. And then there is who looks like the boss. And we're outside again. So this is the Witch of King's Rest. No, But yes. So they got their own spots. They have their own altar of sacrifice for Bonsandi or whoever. And they just sacrificed somebody. And they have their own little place to eat. Yay! So it's one part lair, one part apartment. And what's great is seeing all the representations. We're seeing different Loa being represented in pretty much every corner here. That's awesome. You gotta love that that rule of fours whenever possible. Yeah, great stuff. Notice here we have like this upside down chimney fireplace being set up as a huge pillar. That's good. That's really good. And then of course you have like this big overhead opening here presenting the moon. It gives a place for the fire to escape and otherwise give us room to breathe. So we can sit here and enjoy that warmth, but still, never let it get like too hot. Yeah, it's great. Great room. I hope I find all the rooms. There's a lot. All right, so we're going to, I think we're going to jog back. See, what's cool is like, we're going through these different paths. They're very windy. They have like these, this crazy complicated, it has a certain complexity that feels really cool to navigate through. And then when you get to the actual spot, it actually turns out to be pretty straightforward with the presentation. In just that most recent case, we just kind of went in a straight line. But then we're back here now. And now we have like these windy corners, these small nooks that are, they're possible to miss. So now I want to go through and check the other side here, just in case. I don't think there will be, but just in case there's an opening here. I want to see if there's anything to discover, but there's not. Cool. So now we can climb, I believe. And we're climbing a series of benches. Spiral benches. That's crazy. So here's like the inside of the tree of sorts, but then they have more paving stones so they can set up these sconces, make them look, believable. We get up to this level. We have one option, two option, three options here. And looks like we are not at the top, but we'll see what happens. Because, yeah, it looks like we can climb further up. All right. So let's go here since we're close to this. All right. Now we're early, folks. Where we happen to end up now. Heavy Draconic vibes in this room. Really cool, like hybrid between Draconic styles and also Elven styles, because there is Draconic, quite a few Draconic furniture out there. It's not nearly as versatile as like the Elven stuff, but there are a couple of Draconic pieces that are very, very heavily used. And as for right here, we do have we quickly got to the whole bedroom setup in this room, but it's also serving as a lab. Huge alchemy stuff is happening here. As for what exactly, who knows? Is it for innocent people? I don't know either. One would say that for the most part, it's all about the experimentation, the joy and exploration of the unknown. Let's go across here, past the bedroom area, and into, boop, a weapon closet. Yes. But then also kind of through the shroud here, if we kind of navigate through. Okay, this is right here. Okay. So we kind of like sneak across that. So that was a bathtub that was accessible. And then here's like the other forge, or the other side of it. All right. So it has a, oh wow, they changed. So we have, so we have the feel of Yeah, like I said, these witches are like, they're doing their own thing. In this case, you know, lots of alchemical work. And, you know, very hands-on with whatever they're doing. All right. Yeah, cool stuff. Actually, what is up here? I think that's just the normal stuff. No, that's the gazebo. Yeah, it's the gazebo, and then you have the lava ball that's round in and out. I was thinking, oh, that's a weird top of the room. No, it's the gazebo that's doing the work there. All right, so we're going to go to, I think, this spot next. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, I think we're going to enter like this big Gilnean something. Oh no, it's like a swamp house, dude. This is like, yeah, it's like the house in the middle of a swamp. Oh, that's cool. An enchanted swamp. No, this is a very scary swamp because these aren't just greens, these are walls. So we are trapped in this spot. Oh, the vibes here are sick. Because here we go. Here's the shot. You know, here I am standing on top of this, what is it called? The Razorwind fountain. So we're sinking in a little bit. Swamp feel. Ugh, brutal. That's sick though. Oh, I love it. So this happens. So immediate skybox room as soon as we get into this spot. See, they know what they're doing. They're just walking along the they're walking along the path. Not me though. No way. I gotta explore. Get the vibes in. Ah, that's great. So huge logs are kind of suspending this house. Oh wow. And yeah, it feels as if we kind of just like wandered in through like the thick of this impossible to navigate forest. This witch's house is in the middle of it. And as soon as we go in, there is no escape. So check out how we're walking across all this pillar work here. Across. We get back on solid ground. But remember, we're still in the skybox room. We are still technically outside. That's going to take us somewhere. Don't click it, buddy. So be careful that you don't fall into that trap. And what we have here is their own brand of concoctions. So they got a little swamp jutsu going on here. You know, the techniques of the bog. I almost expect to see like some sort of you know, swamp-looking monster, like this whole seaweed demon dragon thing. But first, we're going to be climbing a whole bunch of these stairs, or wall shelves. It's actually kind of a grand climb too, but it's also very practical. You can see how they're being semi-suspended with the chains here. We walk on what is presumably a leather floor. Leather as in hopefully animals and not people. And then we climb through this Gilnean wagon and into the bedroom. Huh. That's crazy depth. I love how this comes together. So remember, I'm pretty sure we saw this from the outside. So like there it is. You can kind of see where I came from. Right over there. And what's neat is just how this all comes together and feels realistic. It all comes together. That's awesome. That's hella good. All right. And I was also told this is not a skybox room. Interesting. So there might be a way out of here, perhaps. So here, let me climb down. So there's the moon that they set up. You can see the crescent over there, of course. Stars above. Yeah, I thought I was in a skybox room. Wow. So if I go out here again, suddenly cross my way out of this room, which is again suspended by the whole swampy area. We come out through here, or we struggle to. Nope, that's the wrong spot. We got through here through the shroud. And yeah, that is in fact just a roof. Wow. Damn, dude. So this is actually a this is a stairwell room instead. Huh. Yeah, that's really good. I was fooled. That's, wow, hugely impressive. But then that means there's more. So am I able to go through here and find other stuff? I'm not sure. Because there's the path that leads here, kind of. But I don't think there's any obvious thing that says there's going to be like more if I like walk through here. I kind of doubt it, but let's explore a little bit. Let's re-examine. All right, so there does not appear to be. Okay, cool. And yeah, there was nothing up there either. Excellent. So let's retreat back. Dude, the detail that went in here is crazy. There's so much that's gone in here. Lots of greens, you know, low budget stuff, you know, grass, small things here and there. But boy, does it add up. Not just on the budget, but just like the level of detail and scope and everything as it all like really comes together and becomes this complete build. Like, there's a lot of times where people will get started with their house and they'll have like a couple of big things in it. And they're like, okay, it's cool, but it's, you know, it's just not quite there yet. And it's going to take forever and blah, blah, blah. You know, that's how it always starts. You know, it always starts off with these simple pieces. But then once you start building and really putting things together, you'll be shocked with what happens when you have like these complete pieces put together. Yeah. Awesome stuff. All right, so I went there. I was there. Now we're going this way, I think. So we're going to climb down there before we do another climb up. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, dude, this white light. Ooh, and space. Ooh, nice. So now we have, oh, that's cool. We have this kind of like old god thing that's starting to happen here in this particular stretch. So what is that actually? That's hella cool. Ah, it's just one little tiny part of this totem here. That's hella cool. Yeah. So now you can make all these different designs. Oh, that's neat. That's hella cool. Yep, and these vibes are full-on old god stuff. So we got some cultist vibes up in this area. And like we have a normal-looking kitchen, though. Yeah. We got our spread of food. We have our Gilnean walls that are helping with the venting and everything. That earthen bed being used as a surface. We just happen to be in space. What's going on outside? Oh, we're just floating around the great dark beyond, riding on top of our giant space squid. Oh. I'm going to go back to the previous room where I can like be on solid ground again. Notice too, they have a small fridge. You know, this is a place for one. There are no guests to be had here, or at least normally. Maybe one, at the most. For the most part, they're here like doing their own thing. Yeah, oh man. There's so many little details in this place. So this is what I'm talking about when trying to create like a room, trying to create a space for like, let's say a warband, for example. It can be kind of hard to create like these distinctive, these very flavorful areas per person. This blows that all out the water. This is like, to me, this sets a standard for, you want a warband house? These are the sorts of distinctions to aim for. Not just having a room. They have like this whole mini wing for themselves. Like, dude, the windows here are sick. That's so good. I love these. I saw this technique being done a little before, where there was someone had this embedded into walls or stone. I embedded them into folk walls, but then doing it on mirrors. Oh, that's sick. That is awesome. Love these themes. It's brilliant. The tentacles, they add a little, they add more to it to create this whole void centric theme. But just this alone is like incredible. So here's like the whole mirror setup. It's also using the Tide Sage totem. You can see like the exposed parts here are just barely clipping through. And then you have the void table. There it is. Actually, it's going the other way. Just like that. And then you can barely clip it through, so that way you can have these effects still popping out. Awesome. Freaking awesome, dude. And then right through here, a very modest bedroom. Which is kind of odd. Very modest bedroom by comparison. It's like, okay, here you go. This is our dark workshop. Dark Heart's there just chilling like it's nothing. You know, we're outside. The vastness of space is just right outside our windows. But then you got basic bed. Because you know why? Because that's all you need to sleep. You don't need like this. I need to sleep on literal tentacles and all that stuff. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. Oh, but that is awesome. Like I said, this really sets a new standard for like a warband house. Great stuff here. Where the hell did they get the budget? I don't know. There's so much in here though. All right, so I think we're ready to climb up now. So up we go. Up these rocks, up the acacias. Okay, things brighten up a little bit. We see the roof. Yay. And up top here, okay, is just the roof. Yay. No, we're not done. There's like other stuff. Okay, so anyway, what's down here is place to sleep, place to sit. So you can say that because this place doesn't like portal us anywhere, I would say that whoever is living up top here is a bit more social than some of the others who prefer to be isolated in their own spot. But let me climb here, I think. Yeah, because there's someone up here. One of the bosses. And here is the burn book. I get it. I wouldn't be so surprised if among the 7 folks that live here, you know, some of them are like teaming up against the other. There's like some sort of like drama kind of thing. You got to have your cliques. You got to have like your besties and all that stuff. You're going to play favorites. And in here is the burn book, where the boss here, admit it, they're writing all the dirt. You spill the tea right into that book. You know what I mean? So the time comes, if anyone's like trifling, it's like, yo, I got all this on you. See, look at that. She's looking right at me. She's giving me that mean mug, dude. Look at that. The moment I leave, she's gonna start jotting down. Soul so breezy, that dusty bitch. Oh man. That's chef's kiss.